Hello, Living Dead Dolls fans. This is Josh, aka Doggiepants, and I'm coming at you in partnership with Mezco Toys for another Living Dead Dolls review. So I'm very excited. Today I got in the newest set of Living Dead Dolls Series 33. They're just now starting to show up, so I wanted to get this review out so you guys could take a good close look at them. They're very, very cool. But before we get started, let's take a look at the coffin. Bam! Standard Living Dead Dolls black coffin. Nothing special about it. We do have red tissue paper on the inside. And here is an up-close look at the chipboard. It says Moulin Morgue there. This one's for Elevantera. You can see a stage with some skulls right there on the bottom of the curtain. And what's nice is if you pull over this, like the side out, there's a little more detail there that gives kind of its nod to Moulin Rouge, I think, right there in the corner, which is pretty cool. Yeah, another thing that's new, Another thing that's new this series is they've got a little those little packs to keep things fresh. That was in all of the coffins, which I've never seen with Living Dead Dolls before, and I thought that was kind of funny and kind of cool. So it'll keep your dolls nice and fresh, I guess. But anyways, let's start taking a look at the dolls. So, like always, I'm going to start with my least favorite and go to my favorite. But this is a really good series, you guys. It's a very, very, very good series. So they're all pretty good. But yeah, let's just get started. Before we get started, I do want to say too, I'm not great with French and all of their names are French. So I'm sure I'm going to mispronounce things like I always do in these videos. Feel free to make fun of me below if you'd like. But here we go. First one up is Larmes de Sang, which is Tears of Blood, I believe. Larmes de Sang. Yeah, but here she is. She's actually really, really pretty. And the reason that she's at the bottom of my list is for like little nitpicky things. But for the most part, she's a gorgeous doll. Let's take a look at her shoes to start with. She has the standard Living Dead Dolls sandals. We first saw those on Miss Eerie. She does have a gorgeous, gorgeous, giant dress. And it's all made out of tulle so you can see underneath. Her story is that she's like a dancing lady in this kind of Moulin Rouge kind of like scary, I don't know, theater. But she has all these gorgeous layers of tulle, right? So these are separate layers. You can actually pull these up. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. They all have this red ribbon detail that goes around them. And then it is sewn as one piece. Let me pull her hair back. Right up the back here. So all of these layers are stitched right there, just a heads up. There is a slight, like, that plasticky material that we see every once in a while in Living Dead Dolls. There's kind of like an underneath plastic just so her underwear is not showing, which is kind of nice. It's like her little slip. But there you go. That's what it looks like when it's down. The bodice is very, very pretty. It's a little kind of like negligee-like. We've got some of that same ribbon detail goes up with a little bit of kind of a ruffle right around the bust. And there's some more tulle coming out of the top. Some red stitching and a red bow there. And then we've got this little black ribbon that goes over her shoulders, and that's what keeps the dress in place. She also has this adorable little fascinator, which is made just like the ones that they made in Series 20, where it's the Velcro on the back side. This one has feathers that come off. It's very, very pretty. I love the way it looks kind of on her hair, just coming out like that. Where this doll, the reason that this doll is at the bottom of my list is because her hair is pretty thin, and I realized that they probably did it so that they could have these really nice curls. She's got some lovely, lovely curls. But you can see if you're looking straight through that the hair is, you know, pretty thin. It's on the thin side. But there's no bald spots showing, which is nice. She does have a short bang. It does spread out a little bit like we've seen in Living Dead Dolls in the past, so just be aware of that. Ooh, the light's making her wash out quite a bit. She has the iris face mold, which is exciting for them to use that again. So it does have like this raised star right up here on the side. And it looks almost like the eye's hollow there, but it's not. It's got a little bit of a shine to it. It's just a regular Living Dead Doll eye with some red painted over the black. She's got a red lip. She's got a really kind of detailed blue eye. It does feel a little like Iris too, with that very human painted eye. and a black eyebrow on that side. There's a lot of blood coming down off this star and down her chest as well, which is really, really nice detail. Um, but yeah, that's Lerm de Sang. Let's keep moving on, shall we? All right, so next up is Elevantera. And Elevantera is actually a really kind of cool doll. They actually created a new head mold for this doll. It's a stitched mouth, which is interesting. They didn't use the siren stitched mouth, which they've used quite a bit in the past. They created a whole new one for Series 33 Elevantera. Again, she does have this kind of dancing Moulin Rouge lady style dress going on. We've got, again, a bunch of layers. It's like a black satin material with this kind of purple trim detail that goes around in 3 layers. It comes up here in the center, and you're going to see that it's kind of gathered right there in the center to bring this little part up in the front. So it raises up in the front, goes lower in the back. It's very kind of like Spanish looking. There is a Velcro section on the back, so you can take this off. She's got this very, very sequenced top. Feels kind of like Viv from the Great Zombini series. So a lot of purple sequins here. Right along the top, you're going to see some black sequence detail right there that goes along the edge. Then we've got some purple ribbon that go over her shoulders that keeps that in place. And again, this is Velcroed in the back here, so you can take this piece off as well. She has also a little purple bow in her hair, attached the exact same way as Lerm de Sang, where it's got the Velcro in the back and just grabs a hold of the hair itself. And then she's got this cute little mouth veil. So it's this really, really tight, it's like a tight mesh with some purple stitching around the edge there. And the way that this is held in place, I'm going to take this off because I've never seen them do this before, is that there's little plastic loops on the edge that actually wrap around her ears. So you kind of go around the ear and then it covers her mouth, which is very, very nice. So now that I've got this off, let's take a look at this really, really cool new face mold. Here it is, y'all. So take a look at that. It almost looks like maggots coming out of her mouth, but it is in fact stitching, and I'm going to hold it that way so you can see just how far it does come off the face. It's really kind of bloody and disgusting. I really did think it was maggots at first, but if you look closely, you can see that it is in fact stitching. There we go. She's got a really kind of soft bedroom eye going on, which I love. It feels very Greed from Series 7. And then she's got pretty nice hair. It's kind of like this like side swooping black thing. There is some gel in it, so just be aware it is being held in place by gel, but I kind of like the style of it, so I don't want to mess with it too much. I think it's very pretty. But that is her. I'm going to leave the veil off because the veil is kind of hard to get back on the ears when you take it off. Not impossible, but just a little much to futz with right now. We're going to keep going. In third place is the doll that I was most excited about for this series, Carrot Mort, the Dead Carrot. I just think he's so funny. What a funny idea for a doll. I love his outfit. I love his design. It's just in the mass production, the hair is a little crazy pants for me. Otherwise, he probably would have been my favorite doll. But let's take a look at his design. So we've got little black Living Dead doll shoes, these adorable gray striped, ribbed socks there. I love a good sock on a Living Dead doll, you know that. And then we've got, I'm going to open this up so you can see what's going on. This satin red short with a black trim, like black ribbon almost going up the side on the detail. You know what I'm trying to say. Going up the side of the pants. They are shorts as well. And then this is all one piece with the shirt and the tie. We've seen them do this all the way back to Damien. So there's no sleeves on this shirt either. Very old school Living Dead doll where the pant is attached to the shirt. We see that the tie is also attached right below the white collar there. So the gray tie going on there. This is all one piece and it does Velcro right up the back. Now he's got this really beautiful jacket that goes over top of it. And it is a Velcro jacket, so not a button. I kind of prefer the Velcro because those buttons sometimes can be a little difficult on these jackets. Satin material, black like detailing all around the bottom of the sleeve, all around the jacket, which is really, really nice. A little teeny black button detail there. The pockets do not work. They're just decorative, so be aware of that. Um, yeah, but that's pretty much it for his outfit. Where I really love him is his face paint. And the lighting is a little crazy, but there we go. Do you see all the blue detail on this face? He's got these really, really sad eyes, bright red dot, black lip, intense black eyebrows. And then his story, of course, is that he hit his head. So there's this big gash with blood coming down the side. But I love this like weird blue smearing underneath his nose and on the side of his mouth. It's just a really cool detail. Plus the purple under the eyes, it's pretty haunting. His hair is a little crazy pants. I know that they were going for this kind of like side swoop for it to be a little more like that, which if it was like that, I would absolutely love it. But because of the gel and the way that it is packaged, it's a little more tube-like on the top. And then we've got this kind of mullet thing going on in the back. I love the idea of it. I want it to lay a little bit better. I'm going to try to futz with it and see if I can get it in better shape because I think the design of this doll is so, so cool. I love him. He just needs some extra love out of the coffin. But that is Kerat Mort. All right, so next up are my top two. So in fourth place is Madame Lamorte. She's really cool, you guys. The design of these dolls are really, really, really nice. Let's take a look at her outfit, though. So, we've got Living Dead Doll's witchy boots, kind of standard witchy boots that we first saw in Lizzie Borden. No socks on this doll. Her skirt is kind of weird, hard to explain. So we've got this like underlayer of kind of a black satin, right? And then the back of her like white outfit comes down here and it is sewn to the bottom of that black skirt. So it does kind of stay in the back. Then we've got this like black kind of lacy material with some frilly detail on the bottom. There we go. Thank you, light. So you can kind of see what's going on there. That's in the front. And then over top of that, we've got some more of this kind of white detail here. And this, how am I going to explain that? Let me show you the sides so you can see how this dress all works. White with a little bit of black and then white. So we've got black and white going on all over this entire dress. We've got this underlayer of this kind of black apron with some blood on it. But that's kind of how the skirt works. It's a little hard to explain. The bottom detail around the back of this dress is really, really nice. Look at that ribbon detail. It really goes nicely with the black and white theme. You see that in the front there as well. There's some blood staining obviously going down the front of the dress and the bodice. This is a little kind of bolero jacket that can come off. I'm going to pull it down so you can see what's going on in the bodice without it. We've got a black and white bodice, some ribbon detail that goes down the side there. This dress is all one piece and does Velcro up the back. The jacket is separate. Oh, I did forget to point out, she does have a little black ribbon bow here in the back too, which is pretty nice. The bolero jacket is just kind of a white satin material. Ooh, with a little black cuff on the bottom. There we go. And then she's got this kind of Chippendales necktie thing going on. So this is Velcroed in the back, so you can take this off, but it's a little black and white bow. There you go. There's a nice up-close shot of it. She's got all these... Let me take this off, because there may actually be some hidden detail behind this. Can I get this off? You know what? I think I lied. It's not Velcroed, it's sewed. It just looked like Velcro. Yeah, so you'd have to pop the head off to get this necktie off. So I apologize. That was my lie to you. But it does look like she's got some scratches going on right on her throat. But it doesn't look like her throat's cut. But I could be mistaken. I don't think it is. Well, maybe it is. Yeah, if somebody else can open up theirs and take a look at that, let me know in the comments below. It's kind of hard to figure out without removing that piece. Um, what's really interesting about this doll, and you don't realize in the promo shot, is that her face looks like it's been cut off of somebody else and placed on top of hers. It's really interesting. Let me show you the hat real quick so I can take this off and show you. It's just a standard Living Dead Dolls kind of black felt with a white ribbon hat around it. And then there is a little bit of, let me get it off her. There we go. There's a little bit of plastic that can go around the chin of the doll and behind her ears. So that's attached to the hat, which is nice. I like that they have that there for you to keep it in place. But now you can get a really good look at the face when I'm talking about it. See, it looks like it's been completely cut off and put onto her because she's a regular skin tone doll, except for her face. And then she's got this really kind of like white porcelain face with some pink detail around her eyes and on her cheeks. Really intense red lip, a nice beauty mark there. Blue eyeshadow, again, kind of the bedroom eyes, but this blood dripping down from the top. Love it. Her hair is a little crazy pants, but I kind of like it, the way that it comes out from underneath her hat. And what they did is, I'm going to hold this up so you can see, she's got two little ponytails here on the top of her head. There you go. And that's just holding down the top so that you can put the hat on really simply. So it's not really part of the design of the doll because she's supposed to be displayed with her hat. But you can see that's how they're making room for the hat, if you're wondering why those little ponytails are there. Really thick hair, really thick, nice, curly white hair, a little bit of an afro. I do love it. She's a really, really, really pretty doll. I have a feeling this is probably going to be the one to get of this series. She is... I bet she ends up being worth some money down the road because she's really beautiful and really, really fantastic. But that is Madame La Morte, which means that my favorite of the series is Maître de Mort, the Master of Death, I believe. He, she, I'm going to say he because it says he on the chipboard. But when we were first asking Damien whether it was a boy or a girl, this character, he said, I actually literally said to him, is that a boy doll or a girl doll? And he said, yes, which makes me feel like they're embracing this whole kind of androgyny thing with this character, which is awesome. I kind of wish that his chipboard didn't say he. That would be even cooler for all of my gender nonconforming friends out there. Love you. But yeah. But I love this doll. So cool. And like I was excited about this doll. I thought it was interesting. But in person, he is gorgeous. Gorgeous. So let's take a look at him. We've got standard Living Dead Dolls black boots. And you can't really tell in the lighting of this video. But his pants are very, very much stained kind of yellow. So they're black and white striped, but they have some serious staining going on, right? Now, he's got this jacket that is black with some like, it's cut jagged at the bottom here, but it's kind of standard Living Dead Dolls black jacket with this little chain here in the front. That chain does mean that it's not going to come off. You can't take this jacket off. But what we have going on, let me see if I can show this to you. It's crazy. Is it Velcroed up the back? What in the heck? I just discovered something interesting on this doll. And I can't show it because you can't get the jacket off. Okay. Okay. Let me just make sure that's not on any of the other dolls. No. Okay. So, I love a good secret, and I just found one. Oh my god. Sorry. I didn't notice this until this video. Well, first off, there's suspenders holding the pants in place. And then the undershirt it's kind of hard to show in this video. I'm trying to see how it's just like a piece of shirt. It's very MC from Cabaret, so it's kind of like a cut thing, so you can see the belly button of the doll. But if you lift up this shirt, she's been shot straight through the chest. I had no idea. It's a giant hole that goes all the way through the doll. and out the back. And I just discovered that doing this video. So you're welcome, because that is cool. Thank you, Damien. And Ed, I love it when there's weird hidden details on dolls, and you just got me good, and I freaking love it. So yeah, awesome. Anyways, back to the video. Little tiny buttons on the front of the shirt, black bow tie, and then this cute little black hat, kind of like what do you call those, bowler hats, with a little black ribbon that goes around the top of it. Now his hat is just like Madam's, where there's a plastic attached right there, holding it in place. And he does have a full head of hair, which I love. It's a little bit longer on one side, intentionally, to give him kind of this weird, cute haircut. Love it. And then he has these two little gelled strips that intentionally hang down over his eye. But that is hair. That's not paint. Just be aware. Really simple face paint on this doll. You know, some black shadow around the eyes, a black eye, really arched, cool eyebrow, intense black lips. But you can see why this doll is my favorite. And even more so now that I've found that cool detail. Oh my god, you guys. You have no idea how much I love that. I am sold. But that's it. That is Series 33. I went through them a little fast. I was a little excited. Plus, I just got them in, and I wanted to make sure I get this review up today. But yeah, hopefully you got a good look at them. It's a really good series. Some cool designs. But yeah, Series 33. Hey. So get out and buy these dolls. They're awesome. You are not going to regret it. Good series, Mezco. Really good series. Love you all. I will talk to you later. Bye. 33.